Hey everyone, this is Hannah with the Rocket Miner giving you today's daily news update. Today I wanted to start with some COVID-19 news that's local and around the state, and then give you some other local news that we heard today. So for Wyoming today, we're up to 1,349 confirmed COVID-19 cases. That's up 37 cases since yesterday. We have 326 probable cases, which is only up 4 from yesterday. And all of the numbers together lead to a total of 441 active cases. So with that all in mind, the cases do continue to rise. We are still seeing pretty significant increases in new cases across our state. We're also seeing increases in confirmed cases here in Sweetwater County. Today we crossed the 100 mark of our total cases that we've had. So today we're at 103 confirmed cases, and that's up from yesterday by 6 new cases. We also have 10 probable cases here, which is 1 more than yesterday. And we just got the information that 2 Rock Springs Police Department officers have tested positive for COVID-19. In a press release, we were informed that these officers were informed on July 3rd that they had tested positive for COVID-19. Both officers are recovering and they have not been hospitalized. These 2 employees were directed to self-isolate and they will be quarantined for a 14-day incubation period. The origin of how they contracted the virus is under investigation. Since they learned of these positive test results, the police department has taken a couple different actions for keeping people safe and just taking extra precautions. They have notified additional city employees who may have been exposed. They've completed a deep cleaning of the police department's facility and designated police cars. They have initiated the health department's contact investigations and will be conducting additional testing on all department employees. And employees will be wearing face masks during all contacts with the public, following the social distancing recommendations of 6 feet between individuals, washing hands after contacts, and using hand sanitizer as needed. So they will just be taking some extra steps for cleaning, sanitizing, and then taking these extra precautions going forward. The press release noted and stressed that this news should not deter the public from calling 911 for emergencies or calling the number that they provide for non-emergency assistance. They said the police department is going to continue to take extensive precautions to safeguard community members and other emergency personnel. They also encourage the community to wear face masks during contact with emergency personnel. So the police department is going to be taking these extra precautions, but want to remind people that this doesn't mean that we shouldn't call for emergencies or have normal interactions with the police department. They're just taking extra precautions, encourage other people to as well. Another COVID-related update for the state is that if you're planning on going to Jackson Hole anytime soon, you definitely need to bring some masks with you. People are now being required to wear face coverings in many Jackson businesses. According to a story that we got through the Wyoming News Exchange from the Jackson Hole Daily, the Jackson Town Council approved an emergency mask ordinance, voting 5-0 at a special meeting that was on Friday. They did it quickly so that they could get it ahead of the holiday weekend. They said that business owners had been pleading with councilors to pass such an ordinance after expressing frustration with customers rebuffing requests for voluntary compliance. This emergency ordinance requires people to wear face coverings when they are inside or waiting to enter a business, including healthcare providers, and when they're riding in public buses or taxis. The ordinance does not include outdoor spaces, except for when people are waiting in line outside a business. The ordinance also includes medical exceptions, and children under the age of 6 and individuals working in their offices are not required to wear masks. So you can see that story. It's on rocketminer.com. We shared it on our Facebook, and it gives some more details, some of the comments from people in Jackson, both people who didn't think it was necessary and some of the people who did, some of the business owners who asked for it. So you can read that and get more details about that ordinance, but that is in effect for Jackson Hole. Some other local news that we've had today. We heard about the very busy weekend that firefighters had over the July 4th weekend. The Joint Fire Command Task Force dealt with 18 fireworks-related calls in addition to their usual duties over the 4th of July holiday. They had 15 fireworks-related fires and calls on July 4th, and then 3 more on July 5th. They said that the fires varied in size from ½ an acre to the largest fire being 2½ acres. This Joint Fire Command Task Force is made up of fire units from Sweetwater County Fire District Number 1, the Bureau of Land Management, Rock Springs Fire Department, and the Sweetwater County Fire Department. They made this task force so that they could have the extra help and extra people to respond to the extra fires over the July 4th weekend. Most of these fires were in the kind of north of Rock Springs area, on Bureau of Land Management lands, around Reliance, near the BLM horse corrals, and just kind of up in that area of town. And they said that many of the fires did threaten homes and other property, and several smaller fires were also reported in other areas. According to their press release, they said, at one time, local resources were nearly completely depleted due to fire calls coming in at such a rapid pace. Our fear of not having resources available to send to fires nearly came to fruition. Local resources and first responders were pushed to the maximum. We bent extremely hard, but due to the hard work and dedication of area firefighters, we did not break. No injuries were sustained to any of our firefighters, which is a huge relief given the circumstances they were faced with on the 4th. So I just wanted to give a special thank you to all the firefighters and everyone in that task force, everyone who responded, who took the calls and responded to the fires, everyone involved in that whole process of just keeping our town safe over the July 4th weekend and going above and beyond to meet the needs. Another local update that's kind of part of an ongoing story involves Robin Etienne, and he had a change of plea hearing today. He is the former director of the Sweetwater County Combined Communications Dispatch Center, and during his change of plea hearing today, he pleaded guilty to making nearly $4,000 in purchases for personal use from the center's funds. Robin and his wife Laura were both arrested back in January for using the center's funds for personal purchases. Specifically, they had linked some of the center's credit cards to their personal Amazon account and were making personal purchases with the center's money. Robin Etienne was charged with felony theft and with 2 misdemeanor charges for wrongful appropriation of public property and unlawful use of a credit card. Judge Richard Lavery accepted Robin's guilty plea on all 3 charges today. Robin will be serving some supervised probation sentences for all 3 of his charges, and he will be paying that money back. There's more detailed information on his hearing and on his sentences in the story at rockandmire.com and also on our Facebook page. Also, his wife Laura previously pleaded guilty to her charges, but she's going to receive her sentence specifically later this week, so you can check back with more information about that story. So that's most of the news updates that we had for today. Thank you for listening. Keep checking back with us. We'll keep giving you more updates about COVID-19 and other important local news stories. So keep checking back with us for more, and have a good day.